The Sultanate of Blockistan is a sovereign nation located primarily along the southeastern coast of the Great Sea. Blockistan shares land borders with Frogbloom and Proudmoore, and has maritime borders with Sheephoof and Eitville. The capital and largest city of Blockistan is, of course, Blockistan City, whose metropolitan area is the largest in all of Trapland. The cities of Portobello and Miscellanea Keep are regional capitals of the Blockistani territories of Mushroom Isles and Miscellanea, respectively. Blockistan has been inhabited continuously since 2019. First settled by Proudmoore explorers who established Al-Qartea in this land, followed by a Blockistani immigration from Proudmoore leading to their settlement of the remainder of the Desert Valley and establishment of the Sultanate of Blockistan. Over time, Blockistan claimed several territories beyond the Blockistan Desert. In 2025, Blockistan acquired significant territory following the return of John and the establishment of his new territory, Copenhagen, under Blockistan, as well as buying a portion of the Heartland Hills from King Casno. Blockistan was the first industrialized country and has been a major power in the world since its inception. They are definitely one of the leading economic powers in Trapland, a position that's supported by its massive infrastructure of various redstone farms, its role as a major trading nation, significant technological advancements, and the status of Blockistan City as a key world city. And while yes, we have done a tour of Blockistan before, this time I wanted to show you the VOD of the Sultan of Blockistan, Edge McMemerson, and myself going through the whole city together as we go over a bit I didn't mention in my original tour. Connor, please tell us, where are we right now?
Well, right now, we are in the train station of Blockistan. As you may have seen on the ride in, Blockistan has its own unique style of railway adorned with gold and lanterns. It's very well lit. It's also walled, so you don't have to worry about any mobs getting in your business while you're riding it. Just a very nice, peaceful ride. But as you can see, when we come through here, we are at the, eastern side of Blockistan. Many things you can see from right here. There's some viewing temples up there on the right. Might be a good time to bust out the old spyglass. Yeah, up there. It's nice sacred temples up on the way to my house. Might be something secret underneath there. Who knows? You can also see the Grand Library. You can see a lot of it actually, because it's kind of the main thing. That's the very large building right there in the center. It's filled with over 100 player-written books, the largest map in Trapland, as well as the most varied maps in Trapland. You'll see what I mean. There are lots of maps in there. That'll be our next destination, just because it was really our first, or it was really the first thing that was built in Blockistan. So I think let's navigate the streets, wave hi to a few of the citizens in Blockistan, and make our way.
That could have your name.
So you can see Blockistan's filled with just sprawling residential houses. There are tons of villagers. All the houses have beds and job blocks, and a lot of the villagers, as you get closer to the library, have levels like they've been traded with before. I believe this is... No, it's not this one. It's this one right here.
Is this my house?
This is your house.
Yeah! Woo! Let's go!
You got a white shulker box in here with 6 poppies.
Oh, thank God. I've been looking for those. Incredible.
You see villagers are everywhere, man. They live all over Blockistan. I think there's around 200 villagers in Blockistan.
That's crazy.
There are a lot. All the houses have these kind of like cool layers to them. Like there's, this is an upper level. We're standing over a house right now. It's pretty cool. I like how vertical it is.
Yeah.
Lots of like pots and plants, and I love hanging lanterns, things like that. Anyway, and on to the library. We've got a lot of we got bells to bring the villagers in. They kind of like to gather in this area. Here's the entrance to the library. Well, you can see we've got some nice Blockistan statues and banners here. We've got a nice skylight in the library as well. That beautiful Blockistan architecture. We can start walking through here and we can have a look at some of the different sections. We've got the QB decimal system, not quite the Dewey decimal system. Oh, looks like we got a bit of the rug missing here.
I think that was an
We have
Enderman.
over 100 player-written books. We have some sections that are specific to each nation's history. Like some of the nations with more books have dedicated areas.
Like who?
For example, this one in particular, the most books. This is the Sheephoof Library. As you can see, there are over 36 completed player-written books
Right
from
here.
Sheephoof alone. Right here, and there are some more over to the left as well.
Yes.
There are some artifacts in here, such as one of the original sheephoof tiles that has some interesting history behind it. There's the King of the Seas fishing rod, so just cool artifacts and lots of books, things like that. It's very, very specific to sheephoof. He just gets this whole section. Because my man writes a lot of books.
I do write.
There is an upper level to the library as well that gives the villagers a lot more accessibility. If you come over to these areas, you can see that there are actually 4 more entrances other than the north and south one that villagers can get into, and it just makes it to where villagers can walk through here a lot easier, and you'll catch them through the library a whole lot.
And you've actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you've done a lot of things to Blockistan to help kind of future-proof it in a way. You did a lot of thought behind the design of how things should be placed. Is that right or wrong?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everything in Blockistan is built on a 5x5 grid system. So it overlaps at the edges of the 5x5. So everything is going to be built on that grid.
Every single thing,
there are a few
yes.
missteps here and there, but
ultimately it's the grid.
Is gridded now. Yeah, ultimately it is the grid. Let's go down into the map room and have a look down there, so I can kind of show the areas of Blockistan that we're going to go to.
So first of all, can you just tell us what this is?
Oh yeah, this is the map room. You can see these big rugs have an N and an S on them with a little arrow respectively showing you what direction you're facing, the big rugs. But this is the largest map of trapland in the world. It is a single scale map, meaning that 1 pixel is 1 block, and it just lets you get a ton of detail and see what everybody's builds look like from up top. And it needs to be updated since it's been built. A lot of people have built stuff since we made it. But you can see so much cool stuff up here.
Absolutely.
Like this is Saint Ungor Farms. And it is just huge. Look at this like beautiful waterwork thing that he's put together. Like, look how big the ice boat track is. It just really gives you this awesome sense of scale. Like this was a massive project, man.
That was insane. That was insane. And we did it like a month before the Olympics. Yeah.
I'm so glad we went with the white and red. It looks amazing. Oh yeah, we got some specific maps here. Mushroom Isles, got Miscellanea, there's Blockistan.
There was a lot of people that were asking if Miscellanea was a RuneScape reference.
Absolutely it is, and it is the path layout and the castle and where the fields are totally stolen from RuneScape. I did my best to recreate it. And then abandon the project after about 2 months. It's pretty old though.
It's been years since you've touched that place.
I was on my Switch.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
That was a long time ago. Hell yeah, bro. I think it's time that we search more of the city. There's some other places to look at.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's go out the north side. So this is kind of Main Street, Blockistan. You can see we've got a nice area with some fountains. We've got some nice cactuses over here. I don't really know how to describe this whole area. It's all residential. Blockistan is just a couple of important buildings surrounded by these cool residential buildings. I think one of my favorite things from Blockistan is the like roof slat thingies. These.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They look super, super good.
Yeah, it really adds depth to the village.
And it's a very active city. We got villagers working all over the place. We got beds. Most of the houses are furnished. You'll come across a lot of houses that just don't have much in them. Because each of these buildings can have like 6 or 7 villager houses. Oh yeah, and I'll hire Norman to come in and decorate a lot of them. Over here, we've made our way to the racetrack. Oh, where'd you go? There you are. We've made our way to the bridge across the river, and we're going to be going into the racetrack. I haven't built much in here. This is going to be like a trophy room for the races.
Oh, nice.
You can see we've got some big viewing windows here. You can stand up and enjoy the race from in here if you'd like. But you can also go upstairs to the viewing area and get in the stands, where you can see we've got a nice concession stand. Haven't finished out this area yet, so it's a little barren. But you can sit here and watch the race.
Incredible.
You get a nice view of Blockistan Science in the background. You can see the Battleboats arena on your right side, just across the river, which is the area we'll be going to check out next. But yeah, we love games and competition here in Blockistan. So we've got the race and the Battleboats arena.
Well, while we're
always
here,
try to keep it fresh.
while we're here, my man, we gotta give it a spin.
You wanna go for a quick ride? Let's take the raceway. So for racers, you can go down this way. Kind of goes under the sort of in the track, really.
I would say we're under the track right now.
And this will lead us to the starting point. I was muted.
That's cool.
You know the rules, big dog.
Yes.
First person. Let's do 3 laps, just to keep it a little briefer.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh. Nice. Nice.
You know what? Close enough. All right, on your mark.
All right, we're gonna go on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I forgot they updated the boats, and now it like doesn't mess up as bad. No way you just did that to me, bro. That's wild. You just did that shit to me.
Cut the perfect turn.
You can cut the perfect turn, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cut my foot up your ass.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cutting it up.
I'm in the tunnel. I'm tunneling. Ooh, first lap on the books.
Oh, first lap on the books. That's what you sound like, dog.
That's me. That's
literally
what I sound
what
like.
you sound like. Yeah,
Yep,
that's literally
exactly
your fucking voice, dog. You fucking.
That's exactly what I said.
Dummy.
Yo, he stole my boat. He stole my boat.
See you later, buddy. Oh yeah. Bro, I'm about to win this thing. I have not been kicked out of my boat once the entire time.
Dude, so lucky. I got kicked out. And
I don't know if I've
Villager
ever
took my
had
boat.
this. I don't think I've ever had a run this good. Other than that first part. Oh, you were not far behind me, that is for sure. I'm not cutting these corners that well. You have the opportunity to catch up, ma'am. Second lap. Yo, win it. Dude, I am winning. Oh, is what he would say if he were winning.
Oh, come on.
I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Oh, no, dude, I landed on the side of the rail, though.
Oh, I almost did that myself.
Rough.
Harry Cron 1, thank you for the follow. Dylan, thank you for the follow.
I've been kicked out 4 times, bro, and the villager keeps getting in the boat with me.
Oh, so sad. I'm sorry.
Wah, wah, wah.
And I win.
Oh, did I say 3 laps?
Yeah, 4 laps. I'm going. No, I'll get out.
No, 25 laps.
25.
Yeah, first to 13.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Let's head on over to the Battleboats arena.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Battleboats arena. So originally, the Battleboats arena was a jousting arena.
And when was it featured as a jousting arena?
The very
number one.
First Trapland Olympics. It was built very hurriedly in about 3 days before the Olympics. And we did jousting as one of the first events. And since then, It was the next year converted to the Battleboats arena, which turned out to be insanely popular. So we've left it as the Battleboats arena, just because I've never really seen anybody do Battleboats on YouTube before.
What is Battleboats?
So Battleboats is, so each of us would get in one of these boats here, and you can see there's obstacles and very shallow water. You take one of the crossbows as well as some fireworks. One side gets red, one side gets blue, just so you can see who's shooting what, you know. And you grab one of the multi-shot crossbows, and you sit in the boat, and you try to kill your opponent with the crossbow. So the only items you're allowed are the crossbow and the rockets. And you can, you know, for example, if I'm all the way up on this wall, but there's a center divider, I could hit the villager all the way in the back on the boat, right? But if I'm all the way back here, we can't hit each other. So basically, it's a game where you have to pick and choose when you want to fight and where you want to be. Positioning is extremely important. Because you have to consider rockets explode after being in the air for a certain amount of time, and you can run a rocket into a block when it's flying to like sort of slow it down almost. So for example, if you're sitting back here, there's a ton of places for the rockets to just stop and run out their timer and explode. So it's a bad spot to be. So where you really want to be is out here in this open water. Like this, where I'm standing, is the best spot to be when you're trying to win a Battleboats match.
Absolutely.
But if your opponent is also there, you're both gonna have a really hard time hitting each other. So once again, you have to stay mobile, and it's just a really, really, really fun game that's led to some of my favorite moments in Trapland. Like we have one of our like a big reaction yell moment because of Battleboats.
Editor, roll the clip.
Fucking tank
right up
it.
on each other.
Let's go.
Oh my god, they are. They're kissing. No, run away.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Look at that.
That's for me when I edit this into a video later. I'm the editor, by the way.
Wow, guys, wasn't that such an amazing look into
Wow.
Trapland's beautiful history?
It was. Editor,
Now,
throw
let's
in
get on
another
with the
clip.
tour.
Oh, the other side is yours.
Yo.
Oh, damn, smacked him.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh my god.
what the fuck?
No!
Oh,
No!
Hey,
Hey!
Who died first? Wait,
It doesn't matter. No, they both.
What happened?
Connor-
I
Connor
hit with my
died.
shovel while we were in the
I
pit.
don't even know what's happening right now.
Tom died first.
I
I hit
think-
him with my shovel while we were in the pit.
Oh, yes, Tom died first. It does count.
Everyone's screaming.
I think Connor takes that one.
Let's get on with the tour.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's keep on headed this way. We'll stop. This is very close to the rail station. So just to kind of show you where it's at, it's nestled into the big mountain in Blockistan. So it's actually dug out. So we're stopping back by the train station where we started. We'll just quick peek there just so you know where we're at. We'll head on over to another one of my favorite spots in Blockistan, which is the farming district. The farmers here work these fields very actively. I love watching them. There's like 2 levels of fields. You can see that some of them have full inventories. Lots of carrots, just
I
kind
love
of
it.
chilling around.
I'm gonna take some if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. A big farmhouse for all the villagers here. I think there's about 9 farmers that work here, maybe 10 or so. But
Okay.
it's a really big field, and they work here really well.
They really do. Every time I come through, they have full inventories.
Yeah. Coming down this way, we're headed a little bit away from the main city. But this is just this is also one of my favorite areas in Blockistan. This is just a kind of chill little alcove, a nice alley over here that feels kind of sunken in. Some tables where you could have lunch or something, and some docks where, you know, you can come fish. You get to see the underside of the railway. It really just gets you a good look at Blockistan. A good look at the edge of Blockistan. I don't know. It's a cozy spot. If you come this way, this is a tunnel through the same mountain that the train station is in. And we've got some more buildings over here. We just got some villager houses here. We have some. This is where 100% of Blockistan's guaranteed ethically sourced sheep wool comes from.
Hmm.
Yep, all of it's here, and there's nothing suspicious about that statement, and it does not need to be looked into further at all in the slightest for any reason.
Well, I'm convinced.
Good thing
Good
I'm
stuff.
not gonna.
Awesome. Good. Wonderful. So moving on, we can head back through this area, and actually we'll take a quick peek at one of the newer neighborhoods in Blockistan, which I really haven't finished out, but this is some new construction. It's taking the tunnel this way. This is northbound. This is going to put us on the other side of the arena. So I finally, after 5 years of it existing, finished the other side of the arena
Oh,
and built these
incredible.
buildings over here. So there's some villager houses here. They're not populated yet, but there's a nice little dock over here where you can do some fishing as well. Oh yeah. You see the ice boat track there. Maybe future expansions. Maybe one day this turns into a bridge. Who knows?
I like it like this, though. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. This is the more luxury area of Blockistan. This is out the southern side of the temple. We got a lot of the nicer houses and gardens here. A lot of the villager houses are a lot larger, multiple stories, nice balconies and stuff like that. And this is the most important building in Blockistan, hands down. This keeps the server running, and it keeps my pockets full. This is the enchantment shop. I've sold enchantments here for a super long time. Each of these are redstone machines. You put in the corresponding amount of emerald blocks, and it will spit out the books. I can't tell you how many times I have been at work, in real life, in my real job, and gotten a DM from someone saying that they need a refund because something was out of stock.
No refunds.
No refunds. So this is the unfinished side. This is what I want to finish before the Olympics. This is the last part of the city that needs to be built until the main city of Blockistan is done.
Wow,
the
after
project
6
is
years.
complete. After 6 years. This is the last part that needs to be done. I've already got a little bit of the idea here. One thing I want to build over here is a turtle reserve to make sure that I still have some beaches where turtles can spawn, and that's probably going to be either right over there or right over there. But the cantina, that's a really, really good idea. I think that would go pretty well over here. Think that'd be a good spot?
Absolutely. I think over here, especially if you like paired it up with a dock to where it's like people could just boat in, have a drink, boat out.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Oh, that reminds me. Let's go into Southern Blockistan, the newest edition, or the newest finished edition. I think I've said that like 5 times about different things. I can't remember the order that I built anything in. Oh, this is the metals shop. This is probably pretty important. Not a lot of people buy metals here because honestly my prices are out of whack. But it's just because the way that I know I can get a lot of copper from going and tearing stuff down, but this is the copper that I sell that I generate with a machine that is very slow at generating copper.
And we'll get to that for sure.
Yeah. With ore and the copper blocks that spawn in trial chambers, there's a finite amount of it in the world, but this copper that I'm selling is actually like premium artificial copper, you know what I'm saying? It's generated. We made it by one of the coolest machines ever. I'll have to show you later in the part where we get to Blockster Science. We'll head over to the Shulker box shop, which is really cool.
Oh,
This is the
in the wrong
Build a
spot.
Shulker workshop.
There we go.
Yeah, Jonathan was here, so I can expect some things to be like it's out of stock. Yeah, absolutely. Let's make some more. So on the left, you can see there's preloaded ingredients for the Shulker. At the base level, to make these things, you need logs and Shulker shells. But the logs need to be crafted into planks, and then they need to be crafted into chests. So the first step is to craft a log. So if you press this button, you'll see that light flash twice, and it will craft 8 planks that will go into the minecart with hopper right there. You flick this lever, and it sends the minecart with hopper up into the next step, which, if you wait a moment, will drain all of the planks into the crafter. That lines it up to be a chest. Press this button to craft the chest. We're gonna do that twice, just because we're making 2. It'll pass it over to the next one, and that chest back there is filled with the Shulker shells that I've got from my Shulker farm in the end. and it combines them into a shulker shell, because shulker boxes are non-stackable. Is the whole reason we're doing this. So I wouldn't be able to fit a ton of them without being able to, or without having to go back and restock, or just have a massive pile of chests. And I was trying to keep this in a small building. So you can press it and you can see it spits out a shulker box. And then the next one, because it is out of the build a shulker workshop, I wanted it to kind of have a unique twist. This next button dyes it white and then sends it into the inventory of the shop.
And then I'm going to put in 5 emeralds. And my white shulker box. Look at that. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Pleasure doing business with you.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Yeah. So coming out the south entrance or the south exit here, we can see the newest finished area. I really like this. This is southern Blockistan. Lots of fishing goes on down here. You can see we've got this little hutch with barrels in it for all the fishermen to keep their stuff. Lots of docks here. A nice, beautiful view out into the swamp to the south. And the dark forest out that way. You can actually catch a little glimpse of the transition of the Blockistan railway to the regular railway. If you stand out here, you can kind of see, yeah, right there. You can see one of the gold pillars, and then on the right, you can see the regular railway. It goes through that mountain, right over to there. Very cool.
Oh, Jesus.
In a nice view. Something I've been doing recently is going back through my old builds and putting slabs on the roof.
Nice.
To stop things from spawning. Just because I have a lot of like lanterns and torches on top of builds in Blockistan that I don't like. It's not thematic, and it also makes the nighttime light look wrong. Like, the light's not coming from the windows or the doors, it's coming from the roof. And I didn't like the way that looked. So I need to do that to all the houses, but I've done it to all the major buildings. I've done it to the temple, I've done it to the metals and shulker shop, and I've done it to the enchantment shop as well.
I couldn't live in Blockistan. It's too much like a maze. I'd get so lost.
That is definitely something I keep in mind. I really, really, really like to make my builds intentionally confusing and easy to get lost in them so that you have to spend more time looking at them.
What do slabs do for mob spawning? They make it to where they don't spawn.
Yeah, mobs will not spawn on lower half slab blocks.
Yeah, they will on,
like on upper
top,
half.
Yeah,
they will. Yeah, if it was just the top and not the bottom, it could spawn on that. But
so you started with like kind of one main central structure.
Yeah, I started with the library in the middle, and then built the enchantment shop, and then I built some neighborhoods out of the north side of the.
I remember this.
I have the library.
I have a screenshot of where we're standing in the temple, and all that's built is just that that portion at the top. I accidentally broke one of the maps. You have it in your inventory.
Oh, okay. I have screenshots from when Blockistan was completely empty, and there's just like the frame of the temple.
Yeah.
If I can get those to you somehow off my Switch, editor, throw that on screen. Hi, Norman.
Editor, throw that on screen is crazy.
Imagination.
Well, look at this. This is crazy. This is such a cool artifact. Don't take out this map. But this is...
Oh, I recognize that. No. Oh my god. That's Blockistan.
This is an original treasure map from Blockistan, showing where treasure was.
You should put that in a glass pane.
I think it is, but I'm horrified to get it out of there and check.
If you... Oh, no, you're so right. No, you're so right. That is an insane map. I love that there was buried treasure at Blockistan. Look, you can see on this map, you can see the hole you made to dig it up. Come back and turn around.
Really? Yeah, you can. Let's see. Let's go up to the north end, check out the aquarium, and the... we'll check out the beacon, the aquarium, and the museum in that order. And then I think we could move on to Blockature Science.
Yes.
This is where the Olympic speech was given in
2022.
2022.
Yep.
This area is a little
Ooh.
barren. I've got a lot of work to do on this part of the city aesthetic-wise, but a lot of the buildings are built. Oh, what does this guy have?
Here, he
Anything
has some
cool?
cool stuff. Yeah, he has some pale garden trees.
Oh, no kidding. Dude, I don't have any emeralds on me.
Here, I'll buy them for you. I'll buy a couple. Let me see them.
Well, the temple in here, this has been here for a very long time. It's just built with Blockistan gold. Blockistan has always had lots and lots of gold. We'll talk about the history of Blockature science and its importance in Blockistan's history very soon on the tour. But let's move on from here. It's not very important. It's just a nice aesthetic building. I think it looks really good on the outside. Cool pyramid shape, but it's kind of tall. Yeah. Right here, this used to be
I remember this.
a big tall entrance to the aquarium that was essentially just nothing because the entire aquarium is underground. So I tore all this down. I'm gonna redo this area into like a nice marketplace. But we can check out the aquarium, which the entrance will be right here and only right here. We have lots and lots. I talked earlier on stream about how I kind of went crazy with the fish. You can see my results. I don't know if you know how tropical fish generation works in Minecraft. If you don't,
All these books are blank.
If you don't know, yeah, all the books are blank.
Oh, okay.
I haven't written anything about the fish. This project nearly drove me insane. I will come back to it one day. But if you know how these fish are and their colors are determined, you'd know why it drove me insane. It's trying to collect specific types of fish. But I did get a lot of really, really cool looking fish. And in here needs a lot of like color, and I really want to do some fish tank. Oh yeah, I have axolotls, all the kinds of axolotls in there.
I mean, you're missing one.
Oh, I'm missing the blue one. Yeah, I know.
So no one on
this
Traplands found
tank-
the blue one?
I don't think so. This tank
What?
is one of my favorites because it is a very interesting combination of fish. This is every fish that I found that has white as a base color.
Oh,
and
that's
not a
so
highlight.
nice looking.
Yeah, so they all are white as a base color, and then they all have their different accent colors. So they all, I don't know, it looks really cool.
It
And
does
this
look
one's filled
really
with puffer
nice.
fish. All the fish just kind of sit at the bottom of the tank. I need to raise the bottom level of this, but I can just go in here and put sand down, and it'll fix itself.
What?
Um,
I forgot that pufferfish were actual mobs, honestly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and they'll poison you if you run into them when they're big like that. Trust me, I know. Putting them in this tank sucked.
I bet. Wow.
I killed like half of them.
Where do you find pufferfish?
In the ocean.
Oh, well,
There's
you know, I
some-
guess I could have picked up on that one.
You know, the aquarium nearly drove me insane. This project was wild.
Bro,
Fun, though.
I think it'd be a fun
Lot of
stream
time
adventure one day to find the blue axolotl.
Okay. That is a great idea, actually. This way. Here's another building that I've built but haven't done anything on the inside with. This is going to be... I didn't have a Church of Barry in Blockistan, so this is going to be the church.
You see this
gonna-
guy?
He's kind of... Oh, he's good for me.
Oh, okay. He's short for me.
See, dang. Dude, a lot of villagers gathering in here. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. They like it.
Let's continue on the coast. We can see a beautiful sunset there. You see a guy swimming out there, just enjoying the Blockistani waters.
Oh, yeah. So what was this building originally going to be?
The College of Blockistan.
Right.
Yeah, it was going to be a big school. But then figured I just left it incompleted for a really long time. And artifacts started to become a thing, like neat named items. And I never had a place to store mine, so I built this. We converted it into the Blockistan Museum. I really, really love this lobby. Like, standing right here and looking in is so nice. Like,
That
it's
is quite
super
nice.
busy with villagers. Yeah, you can see some artifacts. Whoa! Dude, so many artifacts have been donated. Oh, that's awesome. Well, yeah, you can come through and see we've got a lot of different artifacts. Not all of them are written about. This place is constantly evolving. People are donating all the time. There is an upper and lower level to the museum. We're at it right now. We're at the lower level right now. We can head upstairs here to go to the upper level. You can see we've got another little display with some wine in it from various
I love
places
these.
across Trapland. A couple special ones here. For example, the Apparent Hive. That's a cool one. The 2024 souvenir crystal. That's a huge
Ooh,
deal.
I had that for a minute.
Yeah, very briefly you did. Very briefly.
Yes.
Down here, I've got some villager housing so that our villagers can stay safe in here. You know, we've obviously got to have curators working at the museum, keeping all of our artifacts in order. Here's a nice little work study area where you could look into the history of some artifacts for books you possibly rented from the Blockistan library or grabbed from the local section here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then the last room is this one with more artifacts in it.
The Gamer
Still a lot
Star.
of open spaces, but I wanted a lot of space to expand and keep history in. But I really, really love the way this building turned out.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Beautiful.
Tom is here. Tom is here. He's not with us in the game, like right this moment, but
Yeah.
he's in the call.
Yeah. I'm just chilling, doing my own thing.
And we have the big docks here on the western side of Blockistan. These are the western. This is the western port.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
This is. Oh, hold on. Well, what about right over here? This is a pretty important spot right in here, is it not?
Oh yeah. So this little group of 4 houses is known as the dig site. So the very first thing I built in Blockistan was actually this.
Mm-hmm. I remember this.
I was mining sandstone in these caves here, which I've since blocked off because there are builds that take up the space that I mined out in there. Mostly my house because it goes downstairs and the nether portal room. But this was built first as a sort of like Blockistan lore thing. So if you go down here into the actual dig part of the dig site, you can see that this is the same shape. This bone thing is the same shape as the library of Blockistan. So I built that after I kind of had an idea of the layout I wanted to make, and then just kind of put some history into it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Make it look like they dug up this ancient thing and then recreated a city after it. Whoa, save my boy! Save my
God.
boy! Yeah. Oh yeah. We can go up this staircase and it'll connect us back to. Oh, we didn't check this part out. This is where the enchanting district is. I'm building a jail right here. You can
Oh,
guys
nice.
can see a little preview of the jail.
Oh,
Look,
whoa!
I have successfully put a zombie, a skeleton, a creeper, a spider, a husk, a drowned, and I'm working on the rest. I've successfully put all of those in jail.
That's
they are
awesome.
under arrest for irritating me.
Sam, thank you for the follow. Oh,
Uh-oh.
look, no!
Oh, put him down. His bed will get filled.
Oh, that iron should be used on one of the iron golems here.
All right, let's actually go and fly to the entrance of Blockature. Oh no, let's look at the mines. Yeah, so these are my mines. I just have some nice ores laid out in these little like. I don't know if y'all have ever driven past a place that store or sells gravel or anything like that, or how they have those different sort of bins with like different types of rock piled up in them. I kind of wanted it to be like that.
Yeah.
And then we've got the mine carts that oh, they're not up here, they're at the bottom right now. But the mine carts go down and you can fill them up with cargo and send them back up. And we don't have to go down there, but just peek down the mine shaft. You can see it's kind of...
I see them down there, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of lined with sandstone. The stairs go all the way down, but the walls of it kind of fade to stone as it gets into the mines. I really, really like the mines. I need to expand them and go a little further down. That is trippy looking. Well, I guess, yeah, let's go to Blockistan Science.
Hell yeah. So what is this place, Connor?
Oh, this is Blockistan Science. Look at the sign.
Look at that.